catch me riding dirty. Tryna 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 catch me riding dirty. My music so loud, I'm swinging.
Mark here with Tame Fire, and this is cage designs from around the world. I will start by showing the weakest cages I have come across, ending with the most heavy-duty cages I have come across. This first set of cages was posted to the Ministry of Sparks page a few weeks ago. The first thing that caught my attention is the shape. I don't care for their cube shape, as edges tend to be unforgiving. Secondly, the chains attached to the bottom of the cages. Lastly, they look to be made from 100% quarter-inch hardware cloth. A 100% hardware cloth cage may work for steel wool sparking effects, but I don't recommend it for sparking coal effects. Attaching the chains to the bottom I also do not recommend, as you can see by their structural failure to hold up the cage's integrity during use. Not sure where I came across this cage design, but I remember it being unique, as you can see by the construction. It's a paint can lined with quarter-inch hardware cloth. Another cage design on the weaker side of the sparking spectrum, but one that I believe is functional. I give it an A+ for creativity. I remember one time I thought of using a paint can and poking holes all over it. Good stuff. In this cage design, you can see the blueprints for what I believe to be the best formula for a proper cage construction. That being a sturdy skeletal framework with an outer or inner, or both, steel mesh or hardware cloth lined, finished by either welding or wrapping with steel to hold everything together. Essentially, it's a three-part system. Not sure if it's the picture angle, but it looks like the mesh on these is thinner than the quarter-inch hardware cloth. I have used smaller, thinner mesh on a set of cages before and had successful results. However, it does fall apart a little faster than thicker mesh options. I got these photos off a European website called firesouls.de. Not sure if it's metric, but it looks comparable to half-inch hardware cloth, but thicker. I prefer smaller holes, but these cages look as if they may not be finished. These cages were made by Christopher Lee Bevington Bailey, or Chris Rovo for short. I apologize for any names not mentioned, as I've gathered these photos for the past few years and may not have logged all their creators down. If my memory serves me right, I remember he said he found them in a pet store by the bird feeders. The top cages are what I believe he was referring to, and appear to be fit over another set of cages on the bottom. What a good find and creation, Chris. I know I am not alone when I say that pet stores just haven't been the same after getting into the fire arts. These are a set by Malintica Expill out of Connecticut. They appear to follow the same design as shown in the tutorials, but I wanted to point out the lid modification he has made. I assume he came across the same lid problems I was having, discussed in the May 2014 Charcoal update video. I named them Trapdoor Spider Cages. Great job, Malintica. These are from Philip Anderson out of the UK. Not sure if it is a 2 or 3 part design, but it looks like small expanded steel mesh wrapped around the 1-inch skeleton material. In the tutorial I show how to make them 5 inches tall, and here you see 6-inch tall cages. I also prefer the 6-inch tall cages over the 5-inch. Some have chicken wire wrapped around the skeletons. Nice work, Philip. These were from Mexico or Brazil. You can see here the cage material is starting to get thicker and heavier. Nevertheless, a good sturdy design that looks potent. Also note that it is still following the 3-part system. Sturdy skeleton, mesh, and wire to hold it together. Again, I don't remember who sent these in, but this is a 2-part system. The heavy-duty cylinder appears to not have a seam. I've come across coffee bean roasters and some filtration units that use similar-looking cylinders. It looks like he created a base out of wire and slid some screens through, held together by that screw you see in the middle. Very cool stuff. These cages were sent from Zeb Prescott out of the UK. Another heavy-duty 2-part design constructed of stainless steel. Stainless steel does withstand higher temperatures, but I do believe it to be an unnecessary expense. Normal grade steels should do just fine. Although it rains so damn much over there, stainless may need to be a standard. They're pretty snazzy. An upgrade would be removing some of the steel on the top lid to make it lighter, but if you can swing it, then fling it. Nice work, Zeb. Here's another series of photos that I pulled off the firesouls.de forum. Cole means coal. Unless you speak a second language, the fire soul's form may be a bit tricky to navigate. Here is the first one-part cage system. There is no mesh linings or wire to hold it together. Looks to be cut with a grinder, welded together, and also looks like a slip roller was used. Very resourceful design. These cages belong to Giacomo di Zanetti from Italy. Another set of cages on the heavier side, but still look useful. They appear to be a one-piece design, not sure if they are welded or bent together. Kinda looks like stainless, but not entirely sure. Good work, Giacomo. These cages belong to Tina from Germany, with a special mention of her friend Kaelin Rupp, who constructed them after she gave him a sketch. A good and sturdy welded steel skeleton lined with chicken wire. I really like that the chains can be attached directly to the middle of the cages on the top, as I believe this allows for greater control during use. Good job, Tina. These expanded steel cages are constructed by Joel Ingersoll from the United States. They appear to need a slip roller for shaping the cylinder, but I'm not 100% sure that is what he used. Here they are shorter and lined with some hardware cloth. He calls them lava cages, and you can find his Facebook page by searching lava cage. Nice design, Joel. Here's some smooth-looking cages that were sent in a while ago. Another two-piece design with a skeleton and mesh woven. They are definitely baskets, and make me want to go shopping for groceries. I really like these flip-top lids, and is something I've been working on my own set of cages. Nice work. These cages belong to Mattia Zambolin from Italy. This is the most heavy-duty design I have come across. I'm just going to say that these are probably a little on that too heavy side. Although, if we were having a cage poi battle, my money's on the ravioli. Amazing stuff, Mattia. This is what I like to call a sparkle warhammer, although I'm not exactly sure that's what he calls it. This also belongs to Giacomo from Italy. You can find him on his Facebook page, The Fireman. I don't remember where I pulled this picture, but I believe the staff owner is Christian Unger out of Germany. A lot is going on in this picture. I used to heat up coals with lighter fluid, and still do with Dragon's Dust blends, as they tend to be more light and go friendly. However, with briquettes, creating a fire under the coals cuts the heat up time way down as briquettes take longer to reach their optimum sparking temperature. The hotter the better. Also note that there is some sort of cotton wrapping to protect the grip from melting while heating. I too have encountered this problem, and about 8 inches of silicone tape not only prevents this, but is a good grip. Here is a picture of what I'm talking about. These are a couple of my own pictured here. I have since upgraded the wire on the ends to make it more solid, as using the previous wiring method allowed the cage to slip a little during use. No more slip. This belongs to Lucas Rana from the Czech Republic. It seems to follow the 1-inch, 1/4-inch wire work from the tutorials. Nice work. This unfinished beast belongs to Magden Weller from Germany. He posted the pic in the Ministry of Sparks a while back. It still needs the mesh for it to be complete, but I wanted you to see a good example of a nice skeleton. So that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you to everyone who sent in pictures to make it possible. The goal of this video was to inspire more creativity in the sparking prop community, as I believe them to be the most beautiful of the things that spin. This has been a Tame Fire production brought to you by Mark Husted. I like fire.
See your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. And even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place than here with you now, here with you now.